Hello everyone, it's Dawn. And for those of you that may not know, I'm Dawn Myers, Program Director at YOLO Adult Day Health Center. I'm coming to you today via video because in this time of COVID, we are isolated enough without having to share important news in a letter. It's been about 2.5 months since sheltering in place started, and this period of time has been difficult on us all, but especially for you, the participants and family caregivers. We know how important the center is to you. It's a place you come for services and support, but it's also a place where you have important connections and friends and opportunities to grow. Here in Yolo County, our infection rates are low in comparison to the rest of other parts of the state. So we're beginning to get a little itchy to come back. So how do we do that? How do we keep you and staff safe? How do we make the bus ride work? How do we maintain social distancing at the center? We're working with Yolo County and the hospital to ensure we develop the safest plan possible. Best case scenario is likely near the end of June, and we will keep you posted on plans as they develop. But one thing is for sure, we prove that working together, you and us as a staff, we can be successful at weathering this storm. And this storm has been a doozy. But all of us here at the center are super anxious to get back at what works best, which is you coming here and all of us working together. Unfortunately, my message comes to you today with a much more serious matter. Due to COVID, California has had to make up a $54 billion state deficit, and one of the many proposals is the elimination of Medi-Cal funding for adult day health care. That's over 80% of our funding. If we lose Medi-Cal for ADHC, we lose the center. We are going to have to fight hard to not let this happen. Know that there's an army of very dedicated and determined people across the state leading our battle, and I am very much engaged with them. And for those of you who have been around for a while, you might remember that this happened 10 years ago, and our very own Esther Darling was a lead plaintiff. And at that time, we won in the courts to keep all 250 centers open in our state. This round will be a little bit more difficult due to the state budget crisis. So we're going to have to work hard together to fight this. And we're going to have to act quick because the budget deadline is June 15th. There are definitely things you can do to help, and we'll help you do that. For example, you can write letters to the legislature. You can pose for photos holding posters for our Facebook page, or you could give us a quote. Start thinking about, how does the center help me? Staff are happy to come visit with signs to take a photo of you isolated at home, and maybe even get a quote on how much you miss the center. Let us know right away if you would like to participate. If you have a quote, a question, or want to talk more about this situation, just call us. And as a side note, thank you for putting up with all of our calls. I want you to join in on the fight, and your voice needs to be heard. So let's tackle this together. Helen Keller said it best: alone we can do so little, together we can do so much. So I hope my coming to you via video was helpful. We as a staff are committed to getting you back to the center at the earliest possible moment, and we're going to fight hard along with our 250 sister centers across the state to make sure that your center isn't going anywhere. So on behalf of all the staff here at the center, we say, stay strong, stay determined, stay safe, drink water, get up and move as much as possible, and I have a little surprise for you.